bad. I'm bad for your health. It's a hell out in the Amazon.
Bad for Your Health. It's the new one from the Sheepdogs, and fresh off a sold-out tour with Bryan Adams, the band is back with their latest album, Keep Out of the Storm, drops today, and they're also ready to take their first recording of their own record label on a cross-country tour. So joining us live are Sheepdogs members Ewan Curry, Ryan Gullen. Ewan and Ryan, good to meet both of you. Thanks for coming in this morning to CP24 Breakfast to talk about this new album on a new label. Let's talk about this before we get into the music itself. The fact that you've pushed out your own label here, what is this like? What does this mean to sort of the movement and era of the band that you're moving into?
We're independent again.
Independent again. Is that better?
It is. You get more money.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as you're
as long as you sell.
Selling records. Yeah. I mean, it's you know, an opportunity for us to. We bought our catalog back, and we want to be able to be sort of invest in ourselves. So the whole plan with this was be able to do things how we want to do them, but also sort of long term. It allows us to, you know, make money from our music where we can, and then reinvest that in making the music. So that's why we can do whatever we want. So we put this one out.
And you know, one of the things we hear about bands these days is, you know, based on streaming, et cetera, is that touring is really the way you can really make some money because, of course, streaming isn't paying you enough, I think, to sort of, for a lot of bands to sort of make a living. And you guys are road warriors. I mean, the number of shows you've played since 2022, what is almost 300 shows or something like that? It's a tremendous amount of shows. I saw in some notes that I had earlier.
Yeah.
You're busy guys.
Yeah, it's how we make money, but it's also how we like. It's the best way to like promote our band is to be out there doing it, and also it's just the most persuasive thing we could do is get in front of you and play live. And like as you can see, like we're starting off our tour like in Chatham, like we're playing Toronto and all, you know, Montreal, but we're also playing some little places too to, you know, to look out for the little guy.
Yeah. And what do you prefer, the smaller, more intimate venues, or do you prefer like a big? I mean, you guys are a great stadium band, right? Because you've got a great sound. You can really, you know, get a crowd going with like thousands and thousands. But in a smaller venue, you can kind of see the faces a little more and like
I think everything's a little bit different. I think there is a certain point. I mean, obviously we were doing this tour with Bryan Adams, we're doing big arena shows. Feels like a little bit more disconnected, but I think it's fun just in any situation. We did a show earlier this week. We kind of did like a fun pop-up show in a small room with some like people to celebrate the record, and it was cool. It was cool to like feel real tight. But I think for us, it's just the energy in the room. You know, it adds it. You know, we make a record, going on tour, playing live is sort of an extension of that. It's like taking these songs and having them interact with people is part of it, and I think that's what makes it fun.
So beyond the fact that this is now on your own record label, what should Sheepdog fans be looking out for or be expecting on this new album? Like, to me, it sounds a lot like, you know, it's got that Sheepdogs feel, but it's got, I don't know if it's more maturity or how I would describe it. How do you describe this? How would you describe it to fans who haven't heard it yet?
Well, I hesitate to describe music because it's just like, just let your ears tell you what you hear. But it's, I just think it's like, we don't really try to reinvent the wheel. We just try to make it the best possible rock record every time. And we've done so many songs and albums now that it's just like, we're better at it. We know what not to do. We don't overthink it. It's real simple. Like just get a bunch of dudes in a room and rock and let us record.
It comes through.
I'm really proud of this record. It's not too long. It's nice.
Yeah, 8 songs. Yeah, I love that. Get a few dudes in a room and rock and roll. How much better is that?
You know, and
just add beer.
Yeah, exactly. You know? It pairs well with beer. It's you know, for your weekend this weekend if you're having some beers.
For sure.
Fire that up.
Okay, let's talk about this. We just feeling good on while we were chatting. Feeling Good became the song for the Canadian men's hockey team at the Olympics when they scored a goal. What did that mean to the Sheepdogs? The fact that your song was the goal song.
It's wild. Like it was at the Four Nations. They were using it as well.
Okay.
A little better outcome there.
We won't talk about the Sunday. Yeah.
But no, it's tremendous. Like it's just such an honor. That's like this. Is there a bigger thing than, you know,
getting to be
hockey in Canada? Like there's nothing bigger.
And being able to hear that, I mean, it's funny too because we don't get any sort of confirmation on it. So it has been a few times now, but so the first time we knew about it was seeing them score and hearing it. So it's very incredible. Like it's one of those things that they are choosing to do. We're not really involved in it, which is cool. But we had heard a great story a few years ago where a player, I don't remember what team it was, but it was a team from somewhere where Canada beat them like 15 or 20 nothing during the Olympics, the previous Olympics. And he came to our show show. He met him afterwards, and he played for the opposing team. And he said he had to hear our song 20 times during that game.
Yeah.
And he said that he hated it every moment that came on because they were losing so badly. And then afterwards, he had it stuck in his head. So he looked it up, became a fan, came to our show. So.
Well, I like the way that outcome's gone. Let's leave it there because that's a great note to leave it on. Evan and Ryan, pleasure meeting you guys this morning.
Cheers.
Thanks so much. Good luck with the new album. Good luck with
Thanks
the tour.
so much, man.
Appreciate this. This has been great. And this is how we're actually wrapping up CB24 Breakfast for this Friday morning, February 27th. Last Friday of the month, folks. When we come back on Monday, it'll be March. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we will see you Monday. News Flow continues at 10. Have a good one.